All right, everybody, welcome back to another Hogs of War League match. We are in week 4, and joining me today is Pinstripe.
Hello, everybody.
Yeah, you just saw ADB's lineup, and you are now seeing Agr's lineup for Chill Hill. Yeah, ADB, Agr, 2 guys, 3 letters. Yeah, and 2 wins each so far in this league. And ADB rested his first week, so Agr also with 1 loss. Must be a very high value match for both guys, since with 3 wins you are basically qualified. So
yeah, everyone on 6 points, sitting comfortable, and ADB will be going first. I think Aga's got some possible ping issues to start with, but I think we're going to kind of see how we go with ADB going first. This is the very first time these two are meeting, not just in competitive, but I guess just in competitive in general. They haven't played friendlies, they haven't played each other in previous leagues, and so far Aga has impressed us the whole way through, beating both Mashitino and Iron Fox, and losing to Herbdub. It's been a crazy league so far. There's been upsets all over the place, both in Group A and Group B, and here we are on Chill Hill of all places to start off this first round. And as expected, ADB not going for the other artillery, goes for the high damage.
that looks...
And that is that a bit of a shot? I mean, still 71.
Yeah, 70 plus is always good. Always a success.
So as expected here, I mean, there is definitely time, I think, to grab that F-Rain, get into the other artillery, and then deal damage, which, if that does happen, it's going to be a spicy first round here.
I close my eyes, because this is so high risk. I don't want to see the outcome, man. This could already seal like the game right off the get-go.
Yeah, I would have been even more adventurous, I think, and actually would have collected one of the health crates, because this guy is on 59, and he only just on the edge of that bit of snow there made it. But that should be enough. It won't be enough, I don't think, to destroy it, unless he's got this down to a T.
That's very good.
That looks good. Oh
my, what a start. Yeah.
First turn. Gonna put a ton of pressure on ADB now.
Yeah, incredible first turn. I would have never risked that, because there's just you could just throw the whole match if things go wrong here. And
the fact that he now has that F-Rain in his arsenal for later on, ADB of course is going to try and nudge this gunner towards the minefield and probably collect that health crate. Again, I don't know what it is with players at the moment, but Chill Hill and health crates don't seem to go hand in hand. Nobody wants the health. I know it's only plus 20, but it is massive. ADB is trying to backtrack and get it, but only a second left to get this guy in the... That looks good. Minefield incoming.
It's good, but gets him out of the minefield, so no kill yet. Unless...
Oh,
okay.
I mean, it was a solid 80 combined with that jetpack and mine, so that's a good counter, I guess, to Aga destroying the artillery. But the self-heal comes out. Of course, that was swapped for the freeze gas in the previous season. I think healing items have come in handy to change the gameplay up a bit. Will he go for the health crate? Place your bets.
No. Just no time here. I think this is medicine... Oh, rocket launcher, alright. But won't have that much time to pull it off, so... Simple bazooka getting this guy closer to one of the minefields, or just stealing damage. Still a good turn.
Had to spin around there, which wouldn't have been very effective for the rocket launcher. But I always hate it when you're using a jetpack and you're collecting a crate at the same time. It feels like there's sort of a tiny bit of pushback before you actually land that takes just that little bit more time from your final turn. It is kind of annoying, but he executed that pretty well.
Yeah, time is very much of the essence, especially on the first turns, where you have to do so much, like we just saw with the other one. With the first Agr turn. Shrapper here.
Ooh.
And I've tried to opt the speedrun tech of charging your shot and running into slippery tiles into the game, but it's... yeah, you barely save a lot some time, and you always have to know if the tile is actually slippery, because if it's not, well, that's your turn.
It's crazy to me how shrapnels now, if you get a 30, that's not considered completely a wasted turn, but just if you're not getting those consistent 50s, then it might be costly later on, especially because Now, of course, he does collect one of the health crates, so ADB effectively dealt 10 damage in that last turn. And whether or not we can see a repercussion here, that is, again, solid 50. Nothing exciting.
Yeah, very clean. You want to get at least that 50 in there. And as we've seen with some matches, shrapnels can be very match deciding, so he even picked up, I think it was high explosive or a... No, medicine ball, right? Never mind then. But even then, even still, I would come to think that he might want to opt still for the shrapnel in case he gets it like a 90 or 110.
Well, the big thing about the middle crates, of course, is that you're going to see predominantly high explosive and jetpacks. So in the late game, that's going to be massive, especially if ADB or Aga can kind of keep their distance away from the danger areas where they could potentially be blasted into the minefields. Because placement of your pigs, especially around the center portion of the map, is so vital on Chill Hill. It's really not fair in a lot of instances, but there's something you have to be keeping in mind all the time. Positioning, damage, and then positioning.
Exactly, it's always something to think about with that slidey, well, slope down to the minefield where we already have seen a kill on the gunner, and it is very important to keep out of that area. And yeah, both guys utilizing the crates very well so far.
What's interesting to me as well is that ADB, I don't know right now if he's got maybe a little bit of tunnel vision, or unless he intends to... He's got a scout next, it's not really great. I'm just thinking of the fact that the artillery is still sitting so healthily. He hasn't damaged it. He had maybe a little bit of tunnel vision with his sapper on the other sapper closest to him, where he could have utilized the shrapnel to deal some damage onto the artillery, but this basically means that Aga is going to have at least another 2 turns with the artillery. I can see that ADB is trying to get the body blocks in as well to kind of minimize Aga's choices with the artillery, but whether or not it will help, we'll see.
Yeah, I think it will be aggro next with the artillery again, because Gunner didn't have a chance of getting a turn. And he will probably make that para eat the 1,000-pound shell, so...
That's true, he does still have that, still full health, and ADB does also have his other paratrooper closest to that health crate, so he can easily bump him up to 150. This is a good move from Aga, just keeping the resources to himself, and of course it is more jetpacks. And not forgetting that F-Rain, which he really needs to use at some point. He doesn't want to risk losing this pig and losing the chance to deal big damage, because this is the perfect place. Camera, hello.
Yeah,
This is
camera,
the perfect place
what's going on?
to deal damage. I mean, I think that's a bit overkill. You could probably just do that with the default shell, but all right.
It's a bit of a waste, but this...
Yeah.
Oh, okay, self-damage.
Maximizing it. A little bit of self-damage. Gets the artillery block almost, but with the dead pig it doesn't matter anymore. What's also interesting is just how close these two players, their lineups are going into these next couple of rounds. I'm not going to discuss round 2 or 3 yet because we're not there, but again, just seeing it down on paper, the thinking between these two players is very, very similar. And I know that we have the meta now for this map, both paratroopers and what have you, but yeah, I'm really excited and very nervous for both of them going into these next few rounds.
Yeah, this is not looking that
good. Got the nerves coming in. I feel like this is maybe a little bit more pressure on ADB right now because he is technically undefeated. He's got those 2 wins, hasn't lost a game yet. Aga is 2-1, so I mean, he's obviously going to try and maintain the charge, but 6 jetpacks, a self-heal, and rocket launchers. He is sitting comfortable. I keep saying that word, but it's true, man.
And that turn just from ADB, he kind of just, played himself with those body blocks. No one was available except the artillery, and he would have done just 40, so that wasn't an option for him.
No, it's not enough. I mean, okay, he's still got near enough 40 damage with those jetpacks, but could have made it 80 plus with that rocket launcher.
Okay, evens out in the advantage a bit. If he can get this guy to... And I think it just takes like 2 TNTs to get this guy into the minefield. And
again, I'm just surprised ADB is just ignoring the artillery. I think he's maybe banking... He's putting the pressure on Aga to hit his shots with that artillery, but if I was him right now with this sapper, I'd be utilizing that shrapnel. I mean, 54 damage there is not bad, but he could have destroyed the artillery with a single well-placed shrapnel. And this is really where the poison is going to come in handy for ADB. Having that single scout, I think that's maybe what he's banking on for the late game. 23, the magic number, but no water to be found, so...
Yeah, and he could also self-heal, I guess. It's,
Yeah, you can see him thinking. He saw the medical ball. He wants to group these pigs together, so maybe he's gonna risk it if he can get the group up, which would be good if he can hit them both then with... Well, it's going to be his gunner next, so he's got to ace some kind of hit with a mortar, maybe. Was that a bounce on the head?
Looked like
I don't know. Okay, no, never mind.
Yeah, we will probably see ADB spending those poison onto that Pioneer, but it will be tough to see. Maybe he will just get rid of him with a jetpack from the artillery guy. There's not much for ADB to do here, to be quite honest. And hello?
Not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure what's quite going on right now. He's trying to get the head jumps plus the 50. Executes it. Oh, the last. That's like barely 0.01 of a frame, but doesn't get the full 50 unless he can get splash. No, he does maintain the body block somehow.
Yeah, I think Agar is very much in the advantage now. He just needs to keep doing his damage, be wary of not grouping up your own picks, and
yeah, stay away from those dangerous areas, which is what both players are doing currently. Just staying away from that far side, keeping to the corners. I mean, he could kill a gunner, but that would kill his own pig. He's gonna hit the 150, I think. No, switches for the scout, which is a good move. And I think if he can do the 1-2 here with the full 60 as he's got it there, and then hit him with another 60 from the artillery.
Right? Oh, never mind. I thought it was the 41 pick.
Nah.
No, this guy is very much still alive.
Yeah, this I think is where ADB is going to look to... there's no one to really body block, so just get the skip turn, put the pressure on Aga, and yeah, keep your distance. I would, look to body block, because then with the artillery coming up, you then ask the question of Aga, do you use your artillery turn to remove the skip turn, or do you just use your artillery, lose the turn, but deal damage?
I think he just needs to use a jetpack.
So, no, he's also good, yeah, he does have a ton of those.
You can also just... I don't know if the red guy next to him is body block. He could also use poison shell.
Yeah, and he does have two. If he'd have had one, he would have been not screwed, but just would have not been able to get back into the artillery. So he's got 10 seconds to get back in at least and get a shot away. I'd go for default shell, aim it straight forward for that power that's now on 90, and just try a trick shot. Camera is really not helping, but that is well placed, well timed, a bit too far. But he'll take the artillery back anyway.
Yeah.
Avoids the skip.
So jetpack lost, turn lost, but still the artillery intact. It could have been worse.
Just seeing the bar come down, and it's still fairly even. I think it's putting ADB ahead just because of the health difference, but I don't know, man. The artillery is still sitting pretty.
Yeah, no, the body block game is turning to Agra's favor. It's a 2v4 basically outside of the artillery.
Yeah.
And yeah, he just opts for the machine gun at this point as well. Which might be a double hit. Let's see.
I think he might be safe. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, he opted. He shot to the very left of the enemy pig, so that might have been.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Jetpacks. Hello.
If I'm Aga now, do I use up these jetpacks? Maybe group those pigs together, and then maybe self-heal. I mean, with the slide as well, that's really not good on time. This might take up the rest of his turn.
Yeah.
So I think I would opt for the self-heal. Bump yourself back up to 85. That's a nice healthy number. No, goes for the damage anyway. That's still a decent move.
I guess he just... If he can opt for a single pig outside of the artillery, it will be even easier to get body blocks in the game, but...
And don't forget, he does still hold that F-ray, and so my eyes are on that paratrooper on ADB's team that now has about 120 health. I think that's going to be prime target number 1 for that F-Rain if Aga ends up using it. He might not need it, you never know, but...
Yeah, maybe now Shrapnel the artillery. It's, I think, the last one he has as well. So...
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Interesting.
Gets the kill, but I think Agar will be smart enough to now focus this guy at least at some point. Or maybe just hit him with a poison shell, because that is very much doable now.
Yeah. And I think Aga desperately is going to need to collect these crates. Needs that self-heal for some point in the game.
Yeah.
Can't leave it to ADB and he can't forget about it. I think he... Okay, cool. Just making sure.
Gets the self-heal, probably opts for a body block now. He can... Oh, maybe not.
No? Okay.
He could deal the... put out the poison shell later on. Doesn't go for a body block overall. This would put it at 20, I believe.
Yeah, I would have maybe stuck to that sapper and chucked the high explosive grenade, but just looking for body blocks wherever possible is huge. As we saw with that machine gun shot from ADB, that he had no other real choice because of the body blocks, but he does gain back those resources. Let's just see if he can put them to good use, because now that sapper is potentially going to go down to 70 HP.
Oh god, I am scared for ADB. He might get a double poison from the poison shell if Agar opts for it. This is such a huge opportunity for him, because the radius is so big for this shell, it could just easily get both guys there.
Yeah, if he can plonk it in the middle, I think he might have a chance, but definitely needs to get it closer to Husky to get that magic number.
It's a very far...
full power seems decent. Okay, only the 1, but I think he'll take it anyway. Given that there's no medics. Oh, minus the medical ball, just as I say that.
Yeah.
Which I think, if he'd have got the double, I think ADB would probably have... In fact, he might still do that, actually.
Yeah, I think he's still going to do that. I've played this map before with Agar, and the amount of crates and weapons you pick up, it's impossible to keep track of who has which weapon, so very understandable that he was getting a bit confused there. I think self-heal at this point. Yeah,
stick with the body block, bump yourself up, because we've now switched to a 3v2, but again, that artillery pig is sitting nicely, and he still has that big, scary weapon. So whether or not ADB can distribute the damage here and get the big numbers, there is a crate right next to it as well, so you could even deal more damage if you were to stand on the other side, but I don't think he really cares that much with this single shrapnel left. Is it going to be enough? No.
Not yet. And...
Still big damage, but I think he'll have... I think he'll probably stay in there and use... You've got to use one more shell. It's just whether or not he has the confidence to make that shot. Because one thing about this map is where that paratrooper is positioned is so tricky.
Yeah, also the F-Rain. Oh, let's see.
You've got to go about 25% power on that one. Like maybe
I'd
just
say like 60, or a bit too much.
Too far. That's way too far.
Yeah, 60 would have been a bit closer. Destroys the airburst, so at least nothing that ADB can get now. But he will opt to destroy this artillery now. Pretty sure.
Yeah, I think he could probably do it with just a bazooka. Again, I think saving certain resources till later is a big thing. But like you said, there is a ton of crates. But now ADB needs to make sure that he doesn't get tunnel vision, because where he is standing is a very dangerous position, especially
it's also
with the
hard roll. Okay, he gets age 58 because you never get that 60.
That's a good nudge. Oh my god.
But
that is terrifying.
Yeah, but that is already very bad news for him. I think he cannot avoid getting this guy killed. That para will eat it. I'm afraid.
There's a chance that he could. Well, actually, no, he can just outright kill him here. So I would.
Yeah, he needs the jetpacks of the... Or maybe he can get the jetpack. It's so tough. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That might potentially mean... I mean, what would I have done in that situation? I do not know. Too many variables, but overall, yeah, the F-Rain I don't think is going to be used unless ADB somehow manages to mess up knocking him into the minefield.
Yeah, this guy... There hasn't been one guy who has completely fallen into this.
He doesn't have any jetpacks, so will he just go for a simple scoop?
Okay, that puts some pressure on him, because that even means that at least Agro still has a chance at this. Let's see.
It all bodes on this one shot. I mean, he can just outright kill him, but I think he's definitely going to want to get rid of the F-Rain crate as well.
Yeah, this looks... gets him up there.
Okay.
Okay, so...
I don't think there's a... Is there a skip jump for up there?
Yeah. This is the one you can skip the jump, and he knows it.
Interesting.
And yeah, it's F-Rain or bust, I guess.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
He has some jetpack and medicine ball. Oh wait, never mind, no jetpack.
Okay. He has quite literally everything, so I'm not quite sure on his positioning here. He's got 7 seconds to make a decision.
Oh.
Okay.
I see, he is not that healthy, the power that is, so he just opts for some min-maxing here, but...
Wow. No, that's a weak-ass sapper, I've got to say, but I mean... yeah, just go for the damage. I guess ADB's just happy that this guy is not a scout.
Now it begs the question, what is he at? Is he at 80 or 90 HP, the blue sapper?
He was at 80, and he's now...
he's 90.
Yeah.
Do you even go for the F-Rain or try to TNT him into the minefield at this point?
Yeah, I body block an F-Rain. If he can get... Let's see, his position, that's a perfect position for F-Rain, because if you plonk it like just in front of him so that it rolls down the hill...
Yeah, slightly to the artillery side, basically.
Yeah, right? Exactly. Yeah, just like there, yeah. We promise that he can't hear us, by the way. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, about there looks good. Yeah.
So he needs at least like 3 hits, 75, putting him down to what would that be? 55, I guess.
Yeah. Another blimp getting in the way. Is it going to be enough?
Oh my god!
125 damage.
Okay, that might have been the best F-Rain usage we've seen so far in a competitive match.
Just a little bit. And what do you do here as ADB? I mean, sure you can try and run and get a hit in, but I think you've really just...
Okay.
Yeah, the 20 is not going to be enough. That's going to knock him down to 70. I mean, there's still possible.
Oh, unlucky.
Never mind.
Unlucky. He tried his best, and that was very close to working out. So.
Yeah, and this is going to bode very nicely for Aga going into round 2, given that ADB did go first. So.
Yeah, and in the end, that first move of Aga was so important with that F-Rain.
Yeah.
And basically, nobody did big mistakes. We had like 2 missed turns, one from each.
The whole round, yeah.
But that was basically it. So very high skill match, and
especially the knowledge as well of that jump skip to get the crate. Because I know that there's one there, but I would not in that instance. I would have had no idea where it would have been. But Aga takes round 1. Crazy stuff, and we move to round 2 on high and dry.
Alright guys, we are back for map 2, and we're going to high and dry. Currently looking at ADB's lineup being, very explosive. 2 paras on the same island as the medic. And Aga going for a bit of a different one, putting 1 para on the 2-pig island. So
yeah, those spawn positions are going to be vital, of course. Aga, as we mentioned previously, going first in this round, so has the advantage taking that first round. Turns out as well during the break that we found out from Aga that his artillery in that previous round, he couldn't actually rotate it all the way to the left. So he had even with a slightly disabled artillery, he still made good work of it, and has the advantage now to find the MoMA. He's got a long way to go.
Yeah, long way, but still pretty simple. Should be easily be doable. And yeah, these guys will be stuck down there and probably not heal a single pick unless things change.
What's interesting as well is how often people go for the MoMA. In my mind, my own like personal strategy is shifting away from MoMA. Like if I'm going first, I will still tranquilize the medic, but I'll keep my distance and then just use my first turns with those first classes to kind of eliminate the medic, get him poisoned if I've got a scout. Oh no, falls back down.
Yeah, that's not the jetpack you hoped for.
Yeah, but yeah, I see the benefits of the MoMA, of course, but I feel like body blocking specifically on that first turn isn't always an advantage, unless of course you're trying to play the long game, whereby your first turn you get the MoMA with the body block, and then from second turn onwards you then remove the body block yourself, keep the tranquilizer, and then continue to deal damage. It all depends on the focus on the different classes. That's the magic of the pig pool, I feel. It's just the trying to guess what your opponent's lineup is going to be and how effective you can be with your own lineup and turns, and there's just so much to keep track of.
Yeah, reason the MoMA is so popular is because, well, if you go first, you have the quickest opportunity to heal one of your picks, unless somebody focuses somebody else than the medic. And crucial move from adb now, looks good.
Yeah, that was very nicely done. You could see he was a little bit hesitant and drops in the water for the spin, so that is going to be at least, a good 70 damage. Damn, 80, yeah, I can't do math.
It's okay. Yeah, very good last second shot there from adb, but not a good swim from Agri here.
Yeah, no, the jump wasn't perfectly executed that time around.
But looking for the grouping up here, I think he will... Yeah, oh, no. And he recognizes it. The 7-8 second mark is like the magic barrier you don't want to cross with that.
Yeah, and that was inch perfect with the amount of power there. If he'd have gone any less power, that would have been self-damage, but now we see the health crate coming in. There is a chance for adb to get a kill here, but is his mind kind of crossed here between damage and gaining the health crate? I think he's going to go for the kill instead. Health crate, I find, is not as important.
I think I may be biased because of my last match, but I feel like the best opportunity here would have been to use the jetpacks to get somebody between those two reds to at least soften the blow that he's going to receive in the next turn.
Yeah, but he does get the body block, does get some damage onto the sapper, and that is almost a solid 40. There's a nice duck there from the paratrooper as the shell flew over his head.
Yeah.
Down to 26. Obviously, there is no scouts on this map, so no worrying about poison. And that should be a solid placement of TNT to get some damage. I think he's maybe looking for the bounce to drop them back down again.
Yeah, this is pretty smart. He doesn't want MoMA to break up, of course. And this would instantly break it up, because I don't think those two guys have had a single turn yet.
I mean, I think he'll take that. They're still very close together as well, and maintains his own pig in the middle, as you mentioned a moment ago. That is a solid move, and I find that jump to be the most tricky, I think, when you're trying to traverse this map from one side to the other.
Yeah.
Eating that first jump and trying to minimize the damage, because if, as we saw from that previous turn from the power on Aga, he lost almost 20 HP from that swim. So you've got to ace that first jump and then get the second. adb, again, using every second available, gets the mortar away. This looks pretty good. It should be at least 45, if not 70.
Very strong there.
He was saying in the practice that he was not necessarily struggling with the mortar, but just trying to remain consistent with it, as everybody does.
And you can see, like, I think the There's one island that is definitely more popular than the other ones by now.
Well, as you say that, Aga says, screw you, I'm going over here.
Yeah, he's trying to keep at least a little bit of distance. Worried who he's gonna focus. Yeah, probably that gunner over there.
Try and push him across. That's way too far, I think.
Yeah, that was a bit laggy. You could tell with the power bar as well, because sometimes games does that when you look at the horizon. Yeah, look at too much of the map.
I guess he'll still take the 23. We've got body blocks galore everywhere. You can still get a kill, potentially, but you risk, of course, that tiny bit of self-damage. And he can't forget about the gunner. Gunners, I find, are sneaky little douchebags, because they're always, obviously, you want to position them defensively, but I find that, again, I'm sure everybody, ADB can't hear me, but yeah, you don't want gunners to sit there for multiple turns at a time not taking damage, because you'll find at the end game, usually, most of the time, it's going to be the gunner that will be there, usually on full health. That's what I've found with a lot of matches so far, anyway.
Yeah, good shot, good extra damage, and yeah, now it's.
I would probably remain. Yeah, you just there's no time unless there was some kind of skip behind him to get up top, which I know there is the wall climb, but we can't use that.
I've tried here. There definitely isn't anything here, in contrast to the other side.
Yeah, damn.
And it will be very tough to keep that MoMA up, but it will also be very tough to enable the MoMA reverse for ADB. So let's see who will come out on top.
Curious to see what Aga's approach is here. He's going to bump him down to 8 health. If it was me, I probably would have put that jetpack onto the gunner, drop him down to 86. But instead, he's okay. He still does the separation of damage, so 20 onto the power, 27. So not the max damage he was looking for. And now he has another problem of having to deal with that low health pig.
Yeah, I would have definitely also put like some extra damage on that gunner, since he's probably the most healthiest one that was easily accessible.
And ADB's remaining with his previous message of "I'm not forgetting about your gunner." So Sapper is incoming. Whether or not he can get extra damage here, that's going to be tricky. You obviously want him to kind of go back down again into the water, but he's going to take the risk here. Try and get the big damage with the shrapnel with a second remaining. What's it going to be? Oh, it's going to be a kill! No way!
110.
Oh, Gunner is gone. ADB is back in this game, and Aga has got a lot of work to do now.
Oh, but he can do a lot now as well. Look at those two. Oh, maybe not. I thought he would have gone for grouping them up. And he can also get a kill now before, maybe this gunner before he gets a turn, because he's gonna be short, one pick short this round, this wave, basically.
Yeah, I think he either needs to sink. Yeah, he's going to sink all these jetpacks into him, but now I think he needs to turn his focus onto that paratrooper with 8 health. And okay, he's going to go for the damage anyway. That's also fine, but I just felt like dealing with that low health pig, seeing as he no longer has jetpacks, he is going to have to take a turn at some point, or maybe get some head jumps or something to bring that power down health-wise. But this should be a kill from ADB, so long as he can get it on target.
Yeah.
Now, that's not going to be a kill, so now he has a low health pick to deal with. Surprised he's not killing him on the spot, but okay.
I think ADB at this point now just goes for the most damage he can. Oh, 6. Well.
Disappointing 6. But he does get the kill.
Yeah.
And that makes it now a 3v4. Aga still technically in the lead, I think, just because of how healthy the medic is, but being so far away from the rest of your team in order to heal, that is very unlucky. Yeah, I think I would maybe body block the para and then just dish all the damage out onto the med. But he's sticking with the body block anyway. He's out of tranquilizers.
It's interesting. If things stay like they are, he will have like 2 turns to get the kill on the medic when he gets his turn again, I believe. Maybe even more. We'll see. Which is
But
definitely possible with the rifle burst and a bazooka. But
I suppose, yeah, it is going to come back around a bit faster. But ADB with the first 70 hit with the mortar, then the 110, I guess, with the shrapnel. So will we see further huge damage here from ADB? That looks a little bit short, but I'm sure he'll take the extra splash damage. 39, it's decent.
yes, and yeah, Agra not looking that healthy anymore.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the bar was saying.
I mean,
still putting Agra ahead.
He only has those 2 paras. This guy's pretty beaten up. And then there's the medic down there on full health. It's still an 8 HP para. There's so many pigs to attack. I think he might have should have opted for a kill earlier or just dropped the Moma at some point.
Yeah, that's too far. Not going to be max, but 35 is okay. And he will still have a turn here, ADB. I think he's going to look to get. Oh, I wouldn't even go for the. I wouldn't go for the self kill. I don't know if he was going to look to deal extra damage onto the medic and kill himself. No, he does just go for the jetpacks. I forgot he had those. Breaks up the MoMA, and now if he's fast enough, he can get at least 80 damage onto this medic.
I think he's going to get even more with that water. That shot is going to be good. Let's see.
Depends where he places it. Again, second remaining. Rolling backwards. Yeah. But still, that's a solid 62 or so damage, I think. Again, health crates remain dormant, but Aga all out of jetpacks. And he still has the sapper on the other side of the map to deal with. The medic, the low health para, the 45 HP paratrooper, and the low health gunner as well. So having 2 low health pigs to deal with is just such a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie. Head jumps is a decent idea, but I'd be doing that onto one of the low health pigs if it was me.
Yeah, it will be interesting to see what the sapper will do next from ADB.
So, and now it's 3 dudes. I mean, he could get a double kill, maybe. I feel like they are just far enough away to get that little bit of splash damage that's needed. So he could get a double kill here.
Yeah, I think I would just triple machine gun it. Let's just get.
Yeah,
get everybody in there.
Process. I would have maybe dropped a grenade launcher into that grouping. He's going to obviously look to get the plus 20 heal, but then the question is, does he maintain damage on the med or does he go for the double kill?
Maybe I think he should actually go for the sapper. I think he's on 50 something. He would get him to slow speed, but it's a very hard shot, and this is very much easier to do, so understandable.
He does, yeah, I guess he does still have an opportunity here to maybe even get triple damage. Again, it's just looking at that line of pigs, it's whether or not he's nudged the medic a little bit closer to get even the tiniest amount of splash damage. If he can plonk it on the guy in the middle, get the double kill and extra damage on the med, that is going to be huge. And this extra damage here, even if it is tiny amounts from the water, it's still going to do Aga some good. It's those really small margins in the league that can make the biggest difference in the long run. But we'll see if it affects the outcome of the end game. Again, I'm just thinking about head jumps, dropping him down to 50, a nice even number. Can he get water damage here, ADB? He gets full damage. I guess he'll take it. So Audley on 78. This guy is still on 24 with the body block.
I am not sure. Like, if he actually goes for the sapper, I think almost everybody is in under 25 HP.
Yeah, but, it's really not the best place to be. And he is going to go for it. But again, I don't quite know why he's not looking for that double kill. Because he's going to... He's going to allow the pigs to break up. That might just slam into the wall. Is it enough to kill the guy on top? I think so. Yeah. Okay.
Gets a hit, and this guy's on 41 or something now, the sapper. And this guy is, well...
He's on 2.
Yeah, he's moonwalking across the whole map now.
So it's like, where do you go, ADV? Where is his plan? I mean, I know he just wants to stay as far away from those two as possible because he doesn't want any extra damage spread across all of his pigs.
Oh, he still has a jetpack.
Yeah.
But at least he gets out of the way so he doesn't get double killed, but...
Looking to get the kill here. That might be enough. No, the spin looks lucky. Is it enough? He drowned.
Oh god, okay.
The luckiest of margins in a way.
But now the healings will come into play, and looks like an easy kill for the for any of these guys, basically. Just one head jump away.
Yeah, as long as he can delete the medic with this next turn and maybe get enough splash damage. I don't think the grenade launcher has enough now that I'm looking at it, especially on 8 HP as well. And from this height is very precarious whether or not he can drop it in. Yeah, just a tiny amount of power. Don't want to go too far. It's too much. So that is going to guarantee potentially... No, I thought it might guarantee a heal. I'm forgetting the turn order at this point because this match is just so many low health pigs.
Yeah, it's the 4th pig that has gone down to single-digit HP, you know, on ADB's team.
So that's a perfect jetpack. So this could result in a kill on the med. So that drops him down to 22, I think.
No.
59. I've forgotten the. Why did I think he was on 41? I don't know. I think it was the guy he healed earlier that was on 40 something. Either way,
fairly healthy, but yeah, options are running out. I think you need to head jump the medic twice and then get a kill on this guy as well.
Yeah.
I think there's not enough time for all that.
He's got to maintain at least one body block.
Maybe he's going for a scoop here, getting him close to the medic. It's basically one of his only shots he has.
Yeah, I think that's going to push him too close to his own med. That's going to... I'd go machine gun, honestly. Try and push him off. That's too far.
That's far to the left.
That's going to damage his own med as well.
Yeah, slight misjudgment.
4 HP, so that gives ADB a chance now to get head jumps if he's really lucky. I know he's really low on health, but if he can get maybe a little bit of elevation, which there is behind him, a little bit, he could get a head jump, but he's maintaining the body block. If he can get this hit, if he can get a full 30, I think we might be able to call it.
I feel like he actually could get a shot on this guy from a different position, but...
Yeah, that's a perfect 30 and knocks him down as well, so he has a long way to go. The other sapper, don't forget, is now on 40 HP, so that is ADB's healthiest pig. Yeah. So can Aga get any head jumps here? I don't think so. He's going to go for heal, though.
Yeah, he needs that heal to at least have some shot, I feel like.
34. My goodness, these margins are so close.
Yeah, at this point, just ignore the medic. It's you need to get the head jump kill on the medic. Oh, and yeah, goes for the sapper to make him slow.
I guess, yeah, but that in itself is a risk, because that's going to bounce. Is it? Oh my God!
A perfect 30.
Wow.
Is he very slow or just slightly?
Is he? He's got 11. He's got 10.5 HP.
Yeah.
Goodness me.
And this should seal it, though. It should just be a simple TNT, and there's nothing that... Yeah, that Agar can do at that point. No head jumps. Yeah. He needs to kill 3 pigs.
Well, I don't know. ADB's got to make sure that this guy doesn't fall onto... Oh, he could try and get the double kill, I guess. It wouldn't be that bad. But he's got to... Now this is the problem. See, he's now grouped together, but... It should be a simple... simple turn for Aga. If he had any HP right now, if he was above 10 HP, then I think he might have been able to get something from this, maybe. But I feel like it's too much work. He's going to go for it anyway.
No, you know what he can actually do? Oh, yeah, he has no tranks left. Never mind. I thought he could heal and trank to just get another shot from my headshots, but that's not an option. It's going to be the sapper who will clean up.
Yeah. It was incredibly close, but came down to the final two pigs, which means that we are going to this final round on Ravine of all places, a map that I've been waiting to see for so long. And finally we'll be able to get to see it with adb and Aga. What a match this has been so far, just end-to-end stuff.
Oh.
Of course, it was Aga with the massive advantage going into this, going first, but adb has fought back really well and gets the deserved round win. Mr. Niclas, round 3 is coming up.
My God. Okay. Yeah. This was the map or match where you could barely wrap your head around it. There was so much going on with body blocks, and I feel like Agra could have gotten it if he would have just not put like everybody until single-digit HP.
Yeah, I guess that is the perfect case study for low health pigs equals troublesome in the end game, but nobody got the health crates, and we move on to round 3 on Ravine.
We are on map 3 now, Ravine. Very high class match so far, first 2 maps, and yeah, adb's lineup, as you can see, very poisony. But not as poisony as this guy. So
yeah, it's been a long time since we've seen any kind of triple going on. Everybody has saved the best till last, both Med and Gren going first and second. So it all comes down to who will get the MoMA and who can deal that double punch on those first 2 turns. Because obviously the usual method is getting the MoMA and then hitting the secondary target with the Grenadier, and it will be Aga to go first. I am excited. Health crates are on the map. Let's go.
Bit laggy so far.
A little bit. Alright, he spotted the Med. He's gonna grab himself a nice little crate. If I'm honest, I have completely forgotten what is in these crates, and the rifle burst was perhaps the most useless thing that the Med could have picked up.
Yeah, but still got...
Is that an airburst, I think?
No, not this one.
No. I forgot what I put the crates at.
That's the one where you get demonetized when you say it.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Okay.
The kamikaze.
Yeah, which is funny because in the German version it's actually called kamikaze. So.
Oh, well, okay.
Yep, MoMA already pretty standard, and looks to get the health crate. Will be left with little time, but I think he already has a plan in mind, I guess.
Yeah, I'm just, again, curious to see what... I mean, we know what his plan's going to be with 3 scouts, obviously, but how that will play out in the long run of the end game, we'll see. And how well he can execute this cluster might determine things. That is good, and down into the water as well.
Oh, okay.
What a hit.
And what is swim? Wow.
22. adb's got to drop his health in the water.
Yeah, 90,
I'm sure he's going to.
98 damage. Not unusual for a cluster, but getting that extra water damage definitely helped him out here. Yeah.
Water, please, hello. I love how Aga's side now is just completely empty, even though I know there's scouts, but...
Yeah. That is weird. Don't see the appeal of the body block so far, but I think he's just gonna get stabbed when the opportunity comes to it. Very good. Not that high damage for some reason, but still very good execution.
Yeah, that was at least, I think, a solid 80, maybe 70, 80. But the amount of crates that we have, I mean, they are very basic crates. Aga's choosing just not to collect it because he's too cool for school. But
yeah, he rather goes to the airburst and
yeah,
wants to deal big damage on the sapper.
×2 as well.
Or poison, okay.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how well adb can utilize his sapper, seeing as that is the only difference between these lineups. 3 scouts, but adb with the 2 scouts, 1 sapper, so whether or not those TNTs can come in handy. But if Aga continues moving his pigs into adb's side away from the water, there isn't really much he can do unless he can get another crazy 110 shrapnel.
Yeah.
The funny thing about that shrapnel as well is that he did all that damage, and then there was fall damage onto the gunner as well.
Yeah.
As he hit the wall.
ADB, I don't quite get that poisoning there. I think he should rather focus a bit more on the medic. He has the sniper rifle to get that guy out of the way. Because he needs to break free. Agar has like a... God damn it, ADB and Agar is very hard to commentate with those names. Agar had a very strong start so far, basically 0 mistakes and huge damage output with the crates at hand.
Yeah, I really like his approach because he has dealt that 1-2 punch onto ADB with the Med and Gren, and now he's pouring all of his scouts into damaging this sapper. So already down to 34 before this sapper has even taken his turn. And
yeah,
that's going to bode well. ADB, of course, looking to get the poison, and he was very close on that previous Pekis move to not poison himself. So it was very well executed. Just.
yeah. Problem is, I think ADB is counting on the Grenadier getting another turn, and I hate to disappoint, but there's gonna be a mine dropping in right now for the other scouts to probably use. So, yeah, no shot here. It's right in front of him as well.
Yeah. It is unfortunate.
Yeah, good job on getting this guy at least down to non-poison range, but...
Oh, interesting.
Okay, then I guess Agar is sabotaging my commentary. Okay. Cool.
Once again, too cool for school. I mean, he still could have gotten the mine, so I'm not entirely sure. Oh, no! Should still get it. Yeah, just. Oh, risks it. That drops him down to 45 and poison, so there is a chance for ADB to get to get a skip turn.
Yeah, he could have even gotten a skip turn out of this this sapper with a far weight mine.
Yeah, but he's going to look to drop this guy down to 40, maybe with extra water damage it could be even more. Okay, he's saying screw it. I'm putting all of my chips into one basket, goes with the shrapnel again. It's a good position, maybe a little bit more to the right.
Looks good.
Could be wrong.
70.
70.
Oh, Niclas.
He could have gotten lucky with the spin, but damn. I guess now got to retreat and heal. I mean, that actually did him some good because puts him a little bit closer to the Grenadier. I don't think he's going to go for him, though.
No, I don't think he is. We had this in training before. It happened before, and...
in that same spot, did he slip?
No, on the other side of the map, and I just messed up the MOMA again to redo. So Agar knows the danger of that, I guess, and just says, nope, we'll just go ahead here, and now the Grenadiers can punch each other's faces in, I guess. They're still on the same island.
Yeah.
Oh,
More crates, heavy machine guns. I think that's both yours and Revan's favorite weapon at this point.
It is very helpful. There's no target, no real target here.
Not for the big amount of weaponry, no, but...
Not this guy, okay.
Yes. Interesting.
Rifle.
Yeah, that's probably the least used weapon out of all of the Grenadiers' arsenal, but...
Yeah,
so give ADB a chance to do something.
It opens up the scout as well for some extra damage. That is so far the last two moves of Agar have not been very efficient.
No, ADB's not going for the body block either, which I'm quite surprised at. I thought he'd want to guarantee Agar's Grenadier to fall alongside his if he were to get hit, but he says, screw it. I'm going to try and blast you out of the map. Is that enough?
Oh.
He's done it! No, has he? I forgot there's extra access. I think he's fine. I thought the map just ended. So much excitement. I think he's fine.
Yeah.
Yes, he is. Oh.
Gets back on track. What a map design.
That could have been huge.
Definitely was still good damage though, and look at that, triple poison 9, never mind.
Yeah, if his own pig wasn't in there. Well, then again, his pig's already poisoned, but...
Oh, he wants to get the head jumps now, he needs 9 of those. Would have rather opted for the mine. But,
yeah. It's a little bit of...
I feel like Agro's losing a bit of concentration now.
Yeah, a little bit of indecisiveness coming into play. I think the closeness and grouping up of all these pigs is really frying both of these players' brains. I say that as ADB almost aced the cluster, but he's also looking to get the head jumps.
Yeah, he wants to avoid being poisoned again here to his sapper. But time is running. Oh god. Gets it.
He's got to make sure his position is fine, and will get the kill.
He's still skipping, right? Or is he in? Never mind. He's dead.
Yeah.
So, bit of enforcement for the MoMA. The thing is not gonna go away. This guy's on 40.
Yeah, I think later on in this game, Aga's really got to utilize the heals. He's got to, literally from the get-go, I mean, that heavy machine gun is going to be huge if he can get this in the right spot.
He's looking for the opportunity. This is the best one he could do, I guess.
Interesting. Oh my goodness.
Is he gonna miss that? Oh,
he's a madman!
God.
Once again.
Yeah, Agro choking a lot right now.
Just a little bit. He's letting ADB back in. This will be a solid 40. But again, I'm looking at the bunching up of all those pigs.
Yeah,
gets the skip.
Good job from ADB. Taking notes of the HP there, I surely can't be bothered with 5 scouts on the map.
Yeah, I completely lost track a long time ago, if I'm honest.
Yeah, that's just too much for... And those mines are retrieved.
Yeah, he's going to obviously look to end his sapper's suffering with as much damage onto the other scout as possible. And right now, it's...
Can't find him. Unlucky.
Okay. Wasn't quite enough. He's trying to get the blast towards him so he could maybe get a little bit of inflicted damage on him. I think he maybe blasted himself a little bit too far away. Oh no, maybe I think that was a tiny bit. But yeah, this is where the medic really has to come into play. And I don't think... I mean, possible he can make it back in time to...
Yeah, he doesn't need the body block anymore, and I just quits it halfway. Guess he's too afraid now. He's not gonna keep up the... Oh, he has mines as well.
That would have been perfect to maintain the trank and get the kill on the Gren. I mean, he can still finish off the Grenadier here, but that would have been way more helpful with a mine rather than... Wait, does this guy still have mines? No, he's got the airburst, okay.
No, he has the airburst. You can see in the background the scout on the left has 95 HP. So another poison, I guess, and an airburst or something could potentially go for a turn skip in the future.
Yeah.
But he needs that kill.
He needs to ace this double hit. That bounces away, and it's not enough to get the extra. He does kill the Gren, but 15 damage may seem low, but in the long run, he's got to make every shot count.
No HP revealed, but there it is, 131.
31. It's a lot of work to do with no more tranquilizers. Because now you need to be prioritizing the medic. Kill him before ADB can actually use him, but that seems very unlikely with the weapons available.
I think at this point, HP advantage. Is he going to skip as well? My god, okay. Yeah, that...
Good thing ADB's taking notes.
That kind of seals it. Like, there's not a lot that that can be done now. This guy's on 85. His second scout is on 131, and then there's still the medic.
And air burst. Oh no, heavy machine gun. Okay.
Yeah, while Arger is working with poisoned scout. Medic is still on 160, I believe. But yeah, that will come down very quickly with that poison.
Yeah, effectively puts a timer on the med. And he needs to heal, and then look to collect some kind of crate. Yep, use those mines wherever possible, but he really needs a much more heavy-hitting weapon. So he needs to dish out the heals.
84.
Bump him up to 104, that's still a comfortable number.
Yeah,
but
he's still fairly healthy, yeah.
Yeah, it's just whether or not he can ace any kind of shot here. If he could maybe body block, I would... This is going to potentially push the medic away from the mine. Oh, that was the worst possible outcome.
But remember that mine.
I'm sure ADB can... yeah, I guess.
I can see him like... Okay, yeah. But, yeah. This could basically just seal it now. Unless he actually walks into the mine.
Yeah, maybe it'll come to horn either one of these players later. We'll see. But the scouts now, or one of the scouts on ADB's team is on 105. Aga on 104. He's got to body block the med, or body block somebody.
Maybe he can get a skip turn out of that other scout that's still poisoned.
Yeah, I guess he's got to... Yeah, just go ahead and remove the medic. Get him out of play.
Yeah.
Now, if we can get the additional splash, that looks good.
Exactly 65.
Exactly 65. Oh, okay. And drown. Nice.
Could have been on 80 and... Okay, never mind. But yeah, never mind. This guy wasn't poisoned. He's out of poison as well, so...
So now ADB can drop him down to, again, 65. He's going to prioritize the med anyway.
Yeah, I think it will just be it. This guy's on 65.
Well, I don't know. Yeah, I guess. If he can get 4 head jumps. Or maybe 2 now, 2 later. Just the question is, what do you do as Aga right now?
Reconcile, I guess. He just messed up too many turns at this point.
Yeah, I think the damage is severely lacking, and that does show the main weakness of the scout in the late game. You do have the sniper rifle. It is a consistent 40 damage, but at the same time, you would much prefer to have a TNT or even a mortar right now.
It's a funky double poison at least. Oh no. No.
Ooh.
No. Oh, okay. Okay.
But he's got a lot to do. 4 head jumps from that position. He might end up just killing him, I think.
I am so scared of that mine. I also don't know where it is. Is it exactly on the path or maybe...
It's on the same path as the medic, where the medic is positioned. So he can look to get the heal and then get the self-kill for extra damage, but I still feel like ADB has the major health advantage right now. It is too close to tell, but... Oh, he has a mine as well.
Yeah, he does have that mine. The scout that is behind him on the left is on 90 HP. This guy. Yeah, he wants to at least use that mine, so... there's no chance of ADB getting it.
Yeah, that's a good turn.
That's one funky way of doing it.
Yeah.
It's, oh god. Yeah, I hope he paid it. Okay, never mind. 31. Okay.
41. I think ADB's going to try and... Okay, yeah. Avoid the skip. I think he's going to avoid showing the health of his other pig, even though I'm pretty sure Aga is keeping note. I believe he's on 104 at the moment.
Oh, but... I'm not sure about that. Okay, he's gonna kill him. Yeah, get the kamikaze. I was just about to say, if he's on 15 and on that elevation, he could easily get the backwards jumps going, but...
Oh, and that's perfect lineup, although he should run away, yeah.
Punch him in the face, get him away.
Nice.
Yeah.
So it is, I think, 104 versus 37.
Yeah, never mind. That's a mortar right there. If you can get even if he gets like a 110, I think that's not enough. Unless.
Well, if he got at least 100, I think he'd be all right. Because I'm pretty sure this guy is 100 and something. But
let's see.
Maybe he's gonna go for the draw.
He has to. There's no other way.
Oh, okay.
Oh no!
Oh my goodness.
That's so unlucky, but we know by now how it works. If you have like if you're still in the animation of putting out a rocket launcher or something like that, and quick switching to the height, it will be, there's the rage quit. Understandably.
But even if he had hidden, it wouldn't have been enough.
Yeah, this guy
still would have been able to damage him.
Yeah,
I mean, I was thinking maybe he could have used the mortar to blast them up towards that mine, but
if he could have get it, I think there's a way to get at least a 70 if you could also get some water damage or some corpse explosion damage, maybe. But yeah, there was
in the end,
a big if.
Enough.
So
yeah. Big hits from ADB coming from behind in round 2, going second, and then taking it after also going second in round 3. So well deserved for him. Another 3 points, and he remains unbeaten in Group A. 3 wins from 3, top of the table, 9 points for him. Niclas, final words?
Yeah, we had this last year as well, with ADB being very strong in the start of the league. Let's see if that will continue. He's basically the first one already qualified now. I think next to Mephisto. So, yeah. Maybe Mephisto as well. So yeah. Good times, good match. Bit of choke in the last maps, but we'll take it. Still entertaining. So yeah. Thanks for watching.
See you later, boys.